Bella lì raga, bentornati a tutti sul mio canale e su The Council. Continuiamo con la nostra partitotta. Non lo so perché mi è venuto così. E... eravamo rimasti giusto? Perché io è da poco non ci gioco. Che avevamo parlato con Perù e dovevamo vedere di qua. Vediamo cosa c'è in questa stantina qui. Dovrebbe essere la stanza da letto di Napoleone. Oh, era l'altra stanza. Non lo so io.
Amber crystals.
Oh, l'ambra, perfetto. E il quadro.
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
Ok. Se lo sapevo, ce ne fregava proprio niente. A meno che non ci siano enigmi strani qui dentro. Ma non penso, non credo proprio. Nerone.
My dear
Allora.
Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January on my island to
Questa qui è la
participate in the
lettera di
High
Mortimer.
Society meeting organized for the
A,
occasion.
a
We shall
Napoleone.
be able to continue our
Ci
discussion
sta. Così
about our
capiamo.
project for a
Ah,
new order for France. I have a proposition to make to you concerning your wish to put a strong leader at the head of France. I trust you to be
tranquillo.
discreet as to your coming. See you soon. Lord William Mortimer.
Sì, sì, io sono... Ah, poi provo a fare anche sto giro senza parolacce, non so se ne ho già detta uno. Ci provo a non farlo, a non dirle. Però c'è la chiave qui. Posso aprire. Monete da collezione, va bene. Ah, non c'è proprio una ceppa. Nisba, zero. Se vediamo. Sono i quadri. La lettera. Dai, davvero? Tutto qui? Vabbè, almeno ho trovato un'ambra. Tuttavia. Poi qua non c'era niente, giusto? Qua niente. Qua niente. Qua neanche, va bene. Qua giù in fondo non posso andarci nell'altro. Ah, perché non c'è l'altro balcone, va bene. Quindi rientriamo da qua. E proviamo ad andare a letto. No, non è vero, probabilmente andrò a vedere qualche altra stanza. Certo che si devono fidare dei coinquilini. Lasciano tutte le porte aperte. Guarda, guarda, possono entrare ovunque. Aspetta però, qui in che stanza siamo? Di chi è? Vediamo prima di chi è.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Ah, è questo quello di Napoleone? Scusami, non c'eravamo già... Eravamo già entrati. Ah, sì, sì, questi siamo già entrati, infatti. Che qui abbiamo trovato... sì, 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 va bene, va bene. Allora, abbiamo fatto... Siamo tornati nella stanza... Ah, perché siamo usciti... Siamo entrati da uno e siamo usciti dall'altro. Va bene, va bene, va bene. Ho capito. Che lei, mamma mia. Qui invece siamo, no?
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Qui si può entrare? No. Allora, vediamo che altro c'è. Qui siamo...
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Andiamo da Godoy. Da Godoy cosa c'è? L'ambra? No. Ah, buono. Acqua di melissa. Così possiamo avere dei bonus gratuiti. Delle scelte gratuite. Non dei bonus, delle scelte gratuite. E è una delle mie preferite, infatti. Elisir dorato, l'abbiamo pieno. Che non mi ricordo invece quello lì cosa faccia. Quale sia... Non l'ho utilizzato molto. Qui c'è un libro, potrebbe essere utile. Quadro. Cos'altro c'è? Non è possibile che non ci sia niente di... Su, dai. Qui c'è una moneta. Ah, no, 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 ma neanche dirlo. Ormai le riconosco lontano un miglio le monete. Sono diventato il re della numismatica. Allora, quadro. No, forse. Non posso aprirlo quel cofanetto? Non mi dice che posso aprirlo? No. Mi dice solo il quadro.
Don Quixote. Talking
Don
without thinking
Quixote?
is like shooting without taking aim. I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Honey. I couldn't have hoped for better.
Perfetto, la poppa reale, utilissima anche quella. Qui c'è il pianoforte, ma io ho paura che se lo suono entri Godoy. Però magari... Ah no, chiave col simbolo occulto dell'aria. Ah, era una chiave. Vediamo fuori. Potrebbe servirsi per aprire un altro cofanetto in cui ci sono altre cose. Tribulus terrestris, ce l'abbiamo pieno. Va bene. Qua invece? Allontanati che non se ne frega un cavolo. Stavo per dire una parolaccia, mi sono trattenuto. Avete visto che bravo che sono? Dai, dai, ci riesco. In questo episodio ci riesco. Giuro. Perché... Allora, no. Quella lì la teniamo per ultima, anche perché mi sa che siano tutte collegate. Quindi questa qua è quella da cui siamo usciti. Quindi proviamo da questa. Ok.
Good evening, Monsieur le Français.
Duchess, you're here. What a charming surprise. I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir. Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
No.
That's not what I said.
Ah, by the way, congratulations on choosing Sir Gregory this evening. You surprised me. I wasn't expecting it.
Why, Emily? Can't you read me like an open book?
Not as well as you read me, it would seem.
I'll teach you if you'd like.
There's nothing I'd like more.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
Still nothing. And you? Any news of your sister?
No, but knowing her, I'm persuaded she's on someone's trail. You'll see. She'll surprise us all.
If only you knew, Emily. You're right. We must remain positive. I'm sure it won't be long before she turns up.
My thoughts too. She is Duchess Hillsborough, after all.
And as such, she is capable of anything.
I am sure that you'll appreciate her. You'll see.
No doubt about that.
And it might turn out that you prefer her to me. Who knows?
Facciamo, dai.
Rest assured, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm sure
Facciamo i
she's very
brillanti.
nice, but there is only one Emily Hillsborough.
We shall see.
We shall see.
Can we change
Anche
subject,
perché l'altra è
please?
morta, quindi...
I didn't come here to go through all that again.
Of course, it's late. You're right.
Ci ho rimorchiato anche in sto gioco, sono un fenomeno.
Come, Louis.
Ok. C'è il salvataggio. Solo che io volevo continuare ad esplorare. Sinceramente...
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him. He looks like he can be trusted.
Why isn't he with us? He was opposed to Mortimer.
I'll wait and see. I'm still not sure of his position. And Duchess Hillsborough. Why isn't she here? She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't it time to replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her. What are we going to do about Washington? He will be a hard nut to crack. On our chessboard, he is Mortimer's king. Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing: to keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim. He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to
Io l'ho già fatto.
bring him around. I have asked Monsieur de Richet to approach him. Let us have faith in him. I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
Yet he is Mortimer's strong arm in France.
He knows his time has come, and I believe he is intelligent enough to realize it means he is no longer any use to Mortimer. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Mazza che pazza.
Oh,
Anche questo.
I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
Ah. Si riferiva a noi? Sa che possiamo fare sta cosa? Qui la trama si
Emily?
infittisce, raga, eh?
Emily? Are you there?
Sir, the conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference
Ok.
room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you.
Allora,
Hey, the game is back on.
quell'altro sa cosa stiamo facendo, cioè che possiamo vedere cose e riconosce quando lo facciamo.
My friends, the conference is about to begin. Please excuse me if I troubled you last night with my project. I understand that you might well have a few questions to ask. As you know, the final vote will be cast in a few days. This morning's aim is to answer your questions and check the temperature of your respective positions so that we may reach a greater understanding.
As always, Lord Mortimer.
We parted in perfect disagreement, my lord. Where would you like us to take it from?
Come, sir. Please let William believe he still has a chance of winning us over. Otherwise, his imprecations will lack panache, and we shall be bored stiff.
Oh, let me reassure you, I am convinced that a good night's sleep has brought sound advice, and that this morning will be even more interesting. Therefore, I would like to go around the table in order to hear everyone's first impressions.
Well, I am still firmly against it, even though my choice won't count.
Against.
Against. Against.
And you, Luc Manuel?
Against, of course.
Well, as for me, I am for Lord Mortimer's project, despite Duchess Hillsborough's overwhelmingly convincing nocturnal attentions.
What? So Emily was playing at trying to win over guests last night?
It was nothing more than a friendly little chat, of course.
How could it be otherwise? And by the way, remember me to your husband when you see him. And you, President Washington, what is your position?
Well, you see, Monsieur Bonaparte, I would rather you'd have forgotten me for a minute. William, I am sorry, but I cannot follow you this time.
George? What?
I am against William. Please excuse me. I cannot commit the United States to such an enterprise. It's just too risky.
Well, that leaves just yourself and Monsieur Peru, Louis.
You're all making me sick. Look at yourselves.
What?
You are pathetic!
Have you been drinking or what?
There you are, quibbling away. My Lord Duke this, and Madame Duchess that. You know very well that we're nothing but puppets on a damn string.
Jacques, Camille.
Let's end the charade. It's over.
Jacques?
My lord, thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. But it didn't come for free. And now I see the price is too high to pay. I'll stop.
Come, Jack, we'll talk it over.
No, I'm finished. I want my freedom back, my lord. I shall no longer
intervieni,
work.
intervieni. Tanto che intervengo.
Dorise, you just can't help it, can you?
Cazzo, è l'unica possibilità, no. Come cazzo faccio?
Jack, don't do it. You're a father. You owe it to...
You bastard!
No, no. No, lo rifaccio, raga. Cazzo. No, no, lo rifaccio, aspetta, avanti. Ma non so se fare sta cosa adesso. Vabbè, facciamola. No, io non volevo, so. Identità scoperta. Già Perù. Quindi poteva succedere anche questo, perché non mi ha fatto tornare indietro.
Ah, it looks like he's coming around.
You gave us a mighty fright, sir.
A veritable force of nature. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
That's a Sarah's boy, all right.
Slowly, Louis. Take your time.
Mr. President? I've got a bad...
Careful, you haven't fully recovered.
You've had rather a close call, Louis. We are all relieved to see you back with us. My friends, this is a great relief to us all. But please, let Louis recover now. See you later. Get some rest.
Mi devo fare i fatti miei, raga. Ho capito questo. Comunque mi ha ricaricato di 3 cose. Va bene, lo accetto. È stata una cosa non troppo furba, ma almeno mi ha portato dove volevo. 2, 3. Ok. Vediamo cosa.
Great, honey.
Perfetto, miele. Qua posso uscire? No, non si può uscire. Cavolo. Cavolicchio di Bruxelles.
Dear Monsieur de Richet.
Questo che sì, è quello, sempre quello della mia stanza. Qua, qua. Sblocca ovviamente.
Golden elixir.
Ok. Questo cos'è?
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Qua non c'è nient'altro, avevo già bloccato. Niente. Ah, c'è Washington. Scusa Washington, adesso arriva. Ok, neanche di qua si può uscire. Vabbè, veniamo qua.
Slowly now. It's a miracle that you're still alive, so let's not force it.
Yes, don't worry. The bastard really let me have it.
You have given us a fine lesson in courage, Louis. Can't say it's done you much good.
Forse non è andata male comunque.
What's happened to Peru?
He has withdrawn into silence. Lord Mortimer gave him something to calm him down, and let's just say it was a healthy dose. He's locked in his room in a nearly catatonic state, to the great displeasure of Mortimer, apparently.
Why's that?
Well, it's one less vote at the conference.
You see, you did well in joining us.
Did you know something would happen to Peru? Louis, if you had known, you would have told me, wouldn't you?
No, Mr. President. Getting shot at wasn't part of my plans. For once, things have turned out better than expected. So, let's make the most of it.
What would you say to a cup of herbal tea? It'll do you a world of good.
With pleasure.
Infatti forse non è andata male. Ho fallito il confronto, ma ci stavo pensando adesso. Forse è stata una buona cosa.
Not a day has gone by without something happening to me.
È vero, c'è una sfiga lui che fai paura. Adesso torna a Perù e ti spara di nuovo.
Louis, open up, please.
Coming, Mr. President, I'm coming.
Louis. Oh, there you are at last.
Ma
Yes,
siamo
I
visti
just
poco
saw
fa.
your mother. She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge her sister. I must act quickly.
You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
Quindi ci sarà un altro confronto, immagino. Allora, dov'era la stanza di lei lì? Sì, vabbè, io qui io mi perdo. Dai, non fa niente. Non ha neanche le maniglie con la porta. Cavolo, se lo ricordo dove.
George
No,
Washington.
questo qui è Washington. Mi pareva fosse da queste parti. Ma mi pareva solo. Qui? No, qui è la stanza di quell'altra. Era fuori di testa. Mi pareva di aver visto qualcosa, invece no. Dove cavolo sei? Ah, lì si tocca fare tutto il giro, raga.
Monsieur
Questo
Johann
qui
van
è
Vollen.
Voller. Qua niente. Guarda, qui cosa c'è? Sono già pieno di quello, va bene. Allora. Sì, ciao. Qui?
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Due Perù che potremo anche passarci dopo.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Ok, sì, sta andando bene, mi pare che dopo ci sia proprio lei, che sia questa qui la stanza.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Eccola qui, infatti.
I do believe that's Emily's voice.
Guardiamo.
I can't understand what she's saying.
Cerca di aprire la porta. Vabbè, no.
I can't open it. It must be blocked on the other side. I'll have to find another way in. Quick.
Ok, da Perù. Andiamo da Perù.
Emily! Emily, are you there? Answer me. Emily!
Ok, ho capito che qua non funziona. Proviamo a passare da Perù. Se si può uscire fuori sul balcone. Qua.
I have to get inside Emily's room through the... Shit! It's locked.
Sì, vabbè. Dai, forzala, sì. Adesso però ci spara di nuovo. Sì, l'abilità da ladro è l'unica che serve in questo gioco, eh. È l'unica utile. Non è questa, va bene. Questa? No. Questa. Ok.
It's as if there are several people inside.
Once again, you're the one who's the victim in all this. What are you on about
What
now?
on earth is... You... Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk. After everything I've done for you. You are joking, I hope, right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart. After everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Cavolo, ho detto una
Don't you
parolaccia.
dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You prissy little bitch! How dare you! Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking, I hope. I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me. Go on then, shoot! After all the trouble I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
An entire life for this. Go on, shoot! Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way. I am not Emma. Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Wait,
That's right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
Well, Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival...
là dietro. Io non me lo ricordo cos'è.
You handed me something. I wasn't feeling very well, and you handed me something. What was it?
My handkerchief, and you stained it with your blood. You still have it, as a matter of fact. But she already knows all this, Louis. It's a waste of time.
Right. Let's find something else.
Sì,
Yes.
decisamente.
Let's speak about my arrival at the manor.
Proviamo con questo adesso. Allora, facciamo così.
On the night of our arrival, we were warming ourselves in front of the fire. Mortimer welcomed us in a very odd way. What happened?
It won't work, Louis. It wasn't Mortimer who welcomed us. It was Sir Gregory. Sorry, Louis. I already told her.
Very well.
Let's try something else.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll.
Proviamo.
Do you remember if we saw each other that night or not?
No, not after going up to bed. That doesn't prove a thing. I was the one who told you that. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far like this.
Già.
I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
Allora, per me è questa qui dietro che ci ha dato la pistola. Di solito...
Remember? How did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
Sword toward the Gorgon, Gorgon toward the shield, shield toward the sword. Lantern toward the shield. Of course, I told her how to do it.
Vabbè.
That's enough! I've had enough of this charade. Louis, There's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well. Let's talk about us. Describe last night, please.
Louis, it's embarrassing. You know full well what I did last night.
I want to hear you say it.
We spent it together, of course. What? I came to your room after the conference, and excuse me if I don't go into the details, but I was mightily impressed. What did you do? Look how you are reacting, Emma. It's not surprising I didn't tell you about my night with Louis. You slut!
That's enough, both of you. Now I know who the real Emily is.
È questa? No. È questa. Lo sapeva. Quindi...
You are Emily Hillsborough.
I knew you wouldn't get it wrong, Louis. No! You little bitch! Watch out, Louis! No!
Hell, what have I done?
See what you've done. See.
Quindi è giusto.
Louis? What on earth is going on?
Mother!
Go! You must leave. Everyone's going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess, is everything all right?
Go! Go, Mother! No one must find you here.
Go.
Come, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But I...
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Quindi ho fatto la scelta giusta.
Emily.
Cioè, dopo l'ultima era abbastanza ovvia.
It was bound to end like this, Louis. Let me stay with her, please. Go, I'll cover you.
What?
Okay.
What are you doing there? Stop!
God damn it. Now what's going on?
Oh, raga, sta succedendo un sacco di roba in questo episodio. Minchia. Non so, minchia è una parolazza. Non posso dire neanche minchia. Allora. Controlliamole tutte le porte, così siamo... Questa no, e ce n'è solo uno, vabbè. Questa di qua. E torniamo da Perù. Allora, ah no, da Napoleone. Fa niente. Togliamoci dalle scatole. Raggiungi tua madre nella cripta sì, vabbè, io come ci arrivo alla cripta? Se lo ricorda dov'è?
Good God! They're all here. They must have heard the gunshot.
Where is Lord Mortimer?
Can anyone hear anything through the door?
Andiamo a fare gli ignorri. Cosa succede? Possiamo?
Did you hear that? I was not dreaming, was I?
Certainly not, Duke Godoy.
What's going on?
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room. She isn't answering.
Gentlemen, go back to your rooms. Go back to your rooms. I shall find out from Lord Mortimer what this is all about. Thank you.
Ok, e anche questa l'abbiamo sfangata. Sfangata.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
My instructions are clear, sir. No one is to enter.
Va bene. Scendiamo le scale e andiamo a vedere se riusciamo ad andare in giardino. Qua non si può uscire, vero? No. Bene. Ah, forse da qua si usciva. Raga, il mio senso dell'orientamento è veramente pessimo. Ho proprio qualcosa che è ingestibile, anche per me. No, qua c'è il paesaggio. Però guardate che bello che è. La luna piena. Sembra il faretto della polizia la luna. Dove cavolo andiamo? Non lo so, non mi ricordo. Non mi ricordo. Qua? No. Ah, questa forse l'avevo già sbloccata. Qua niente, quello lì, il libro l'avevo già visto. Dove andiamo? Qua. Sì, qua abbiamo già fatto. Qua non c'era niente da prendere, no. Oh. Perfetto, ne era rimasto uno, l'abbiamo preso. Allora. Ah, qua. Cripta in giardino. L'ho trovata. Sono stato discretamente bravo. Adesso è il labirinto che non mi ricordo. Qua. Questo. Anche questo preso, perfetto. Che può essere utile. Qua niente. Allora, andiamo di qua. Qua. Sì. Di qua. No, di qua no. Lo cieco. Qui. Eccoci qua. Siamo arrivati. Madre. Oh, madre. Mother, dove sei?
At last, there you are.
Mother, wait,
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son. You are not ready yet.
You're the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I've found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only... Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and rational. I know you are going to find this hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true. Okay. Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
I beg your pardon?
And that they can influence our thoughts.
Ha sbroccato anche questa. Sono tutti sbroccati qui.
I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next? An ancient monster with a head like an octopus? What do your demons look like?
Penso sia
Have they
coso.
horns and a pointed tail?
Tulu.
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit. And two of them are present on this island.
Right. So let me guess. Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Home does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Alizif, I was persuaded that von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Home had sent Volner to get it for him.
Home and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those two.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
No. No, non le ho viste, quindi... Oddio, sì, Mortimer è un manipolatore. Non ha immunità. No, ha solo immunità, non ha punti deboli. Però questo qui può essere che è estremamente intelligente. Sinceramente non posso credere che sia un demone.
I shan't follow you down that path. I wouldn't be doing you any favors.
Rational and open, Louis. Tell me then, how can anyone own properties all over the world for centuries, always having signed documents with the same signature?
Well, I can find 10 other explanations less eccentric than demonic possession, Mother.
How come the Mortimers have had only one male heir for each generation since the Third Crusade?
Forgery, family rights, where they get rid of the daughter. There are dozens of less extravagant possibilities.
How could one man motivate so many future leading figures of the day on his silly island without anyone finding out about it? Even the Golden Order isn't capable of that.
Well, he's simply better than us, and he's welcome to it.
Infatti quello che penso anch'io.
Eyes, Louis.
You've lost your objectivity, Mother.
I saw him.
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became unlocked. Composed of 7 parts, each one was a book in itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
E infatti, questo si rifà
And I found someone, Louis.
a una lettera che
I
abbiamo
found
letto in qualche
him,
episodio prima.
Or rather, he found me. He was young, charismatic. He was flamboyant.
You mean Mortimer?
He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
And you accepted.
Please don't be stupid.
Oh,
you don't
okay.
make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once. 1741, in Poland. 1749, in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
You agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about demons. Wait, the baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That was the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later, For the moment, that is not the key issue here. Once we found the Al-Azif in Paris, I followed von Borchert's trail here. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing.
Allora, vediamo quali altri. Giusto.
On the evening of my arrival, Cardinal Piaggi came looking for you. He was determined to give you a letter.
More of his lists. Louis, I think I know what's in that letter, and I beseech you to believe that it is the least of our worries. We can sort that out later.
Okay.
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that. I shall show you.
Samuel Ritter du Choix. You wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel. But frankly, it doesn't really matter anymore now. Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
Ok. Torniamo indietro. Le chiediamo tutto.
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
Allora, facciamo... Spendo solo 2, quindi vabbè. Facciamo questo e di qua.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and vice president of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
Mother, did you kill her?
Of course not. Don't be stupid. I had no interest in getting rid of her.
Va bene, e questa la sappiamo.
I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
Facciamo questo. C'è un +1, vaffanculo. Di qua.
Mother, I won't take a step further if you don't answer me.
You dare blackmail me?
I'm listening.
All right, I used her. So there you are. Happy now? We had the Al-Azif, and I didn't think we would be able to escape with it. In order to ensure that the book did not fall into their hands, or that one of them couldn't read in us where we had hidden it, I asked Emily to...
It's Emma.
Yes, or rather for me, it was Emily. So I asked Emma to hide it without anyone seeing, and then I disposed of her. I am sorry for her, but she was part of the Golden Order, Louis. She knew the rules when she joined.
Ok. Siete concordata con...
What did you negotiate about the Al-Azif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
Perfetto.
What was going on with the cannons in Tuscany?
It was nothing.
Since when does the Order finance wars?
The cannons for that Bonaparte fellow? Listen, once in the lion's den, I did whatever I could to appear legitimate. So yes, I pretended to be interested in Mortimer's project about a young military man who was seeking funding for a foundry in Tuscany. Between you and me, if buying China would have enabled me to escape, I would have signed without hesitation.
Va bene, abbiamo finito tutte le domande.
I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great actions for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He demands that the Spanish hand over Louisiana to France.
Oh, knowing him, it won't stop there. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
Tanto non usciremo.
Are you going to tell me why we're here?
There. That's why we are here.
Ah, ecco come ha perso la mano. Comunque ha salvato. Quindi io intanto vi ringrazio. E vi rimando al prossimo video. Facciamo quest'ultima cosa qui. Nessun confronto fallito sto giro. Ok. Mettiamo i punti. Questo qui etichetta. Per ora non mi è servito a niente etichetta, quindi erudizione. Scienze, non mi è servito a niente. Logica. Quello lì non l'ho ancora ottenuto. Interrogatorio. Li ho messi tutti ad interrogatorio perché potrebbe essere utile. Quindi
Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force that one, are we?
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course. And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study. We have to first gather 5 objects before we try anything.
Are the 5 objects the keys?
Exactly. We have the Clement III cross, the nails, the Gutenberg Bible, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up the dates between the different calendars.
Minchiazza. Allora, questo qui lo vediamo nel prossimo episodio. E io, perché dovrei essere arrivato quasi a 50 minuti, un'ora di video. Non so bene di preciso. E quindi io vi ringrazio, vi rimando al prossimo video e statemi bene, raga, come sempre. Ciao!